Football lads world, football hooligan world, football casuals world, you already know who it is. The top lad, Double Diablo TV, like, subscribe, do things you're supposed to do, champ. And, I'm gonna do one that's overdue. And I'd like to come back to this with more technology and generation 2, let's say. But everybody knows, basically, it's the music that got me into the football hooliganism, skinhead music, oi music, and the films. Right, the music first, and then the films. So I'm based more on that than the actual sport of football, let's say. And people see that, they be, the people tell me, you've been wound up by too many movies. With that being said, people say, oh, Del Boy, what's the top 10 hooligan movies? And people think that, oh, the guy watching Green Street and this and that. So I'll tell you, all right? So I'll break it down. The thing is this: there's top hooligan films, like on YouTube, like people showing the films and that. There's top 10s. Nobody has a top 20. Nobody's ever said top 20. So I'm gonna say top 20 essential hooligan films, essential, not just the best or whatever like that, but they are in order pretty much, something like that, right? I'll say it like this: number 1, Football Factory, Nick Love. I'm not gonna go too deep into all these because otherwise I'll be here for a long time, but and I plan on going into each one of these movies. Number 1, Football Factory, Nick Love. That's what set it off. That's what brought the culture back. That's what got me into it. As soon as I watched that, I wanted to put a firm together. I started going to Fort Lauderdale Strikers matches. It didn't make me into a casual, but it made me want to get into, put a firm together and bring the hooliganism to the United States and kick it off, even though it was going on. At that time, it really was barely existing. So, not that one. Football Factory inspired English lads and brought a new generation of hooligans. Inspired me as well, inspired people all over the world. Number 1, Football Factory. If you've not seen it, that's what you need to see. Number 2, Away Days, showing the Tranmere, they Stanley boys and this and that. A lot of people say Away Days is the best hooligan movie. I love it. It's great. Saw it when it came out or soon thereafter. Highly recommended. Away Days, number 2. Number 3, The Firm, Nick Love. I prefer it to the other one, which I'll mention in a moment, but he had a bigger budget at the time. It's after Football Factory. Nick Love is the best director. Nick Love is my favorite director, period, in all film. And then The Firm, who shows the numbers and the casuals with the trackies and the sportswear and stuff like that. So to me, even though it's not the original, it's a remake. The Firm, Nick Love, coming in at number 3. Moving on, number 4, Rise of the Footsoldier. Now the thing is, it's a bit darker and it goes more into murders and the stuff and proper crime. So I like parts of the movie and stuff, but it turns into more of a different type of movie at the end. But it's a true story. And man, like Carlton Leach and everything like that, and ICF, West Ham ICF. So Rise of the Footsoldier speaks for itself. It became a series, but I'm familiar with the first one. That's the one that's good to me. I haven't actually seen. I've seen some of the remake, some of the sequels, but I wasn't too interested in it. Maybe I'll give another chance. Maybe in the comments below, if you think that one of the Rise of the Footsoldiers is really good or worth it, then maybe I'll take a second look. Going on at number 5, The Firm, Gary Oldman, the original Firm. The thing is, as I said to Evo, Jonathan Evans, Cardiff, when I met him, it makes the West Ham look like Muppets, to be honest with you. It puts a Millwall over. So The Firm, Gary Oldman is classic, but they didn't get the clothes right and stuff like that, but still it's classic. And I saw that a million years ago, but it's essential. It's essential. The Firm, Gary Oldman coming in at number 5. Moving on, number 6, ID. That's one of the best. I saw that a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? And that's one of the best movies of all. If you've not seen it, it has a shot where that movie ID is formative for me. That influenced me a long time ago. Didn't want to make me go out and do it, but I saw it a long time ago. Moving on. Number 7, Nick Love, The Business. Not completely a hooligan movie, but has those lads, has Danny Dyer, Tamar San, has the clothes and music and stuff like that. So it's related, it's not exactly a hooligan movie, let's say, but yeah, The Business, Nick Love, essential. And number 8, Cass Pennant, the man like Cass Pennant, the legend, West Ham ICF, yeah. And the movie Cass, about him, about his story. He got a clothing line. Check it out. I want to get some of that gear myself. So Cass Pennant speaks for itself. Number 8. Number 9, Guv'nors, also called Hoodies versus Hooligans. I like it, and it talks about firm and Derby Lunatic. Anyway, that movie's good. I recommend to see it. It's more modern. The Guv'nors, aka Hoodies versus Hooligans. I don't really see anybody talking about it, but I like it. Coming in at number 10, not a hooligan movie per se, but essential. Clockwork Orange. That's what it's all based on. And lads coming to football wearing Clockwork Orange gear, dressed as droogs. That's like the origins of Boot Boys and everything like that. It sets off hooliganism. And Clockwork Orange is it's my favorite movie. And I've been seeing it since I'm 5 years old. and I have it all memorized. I want to do a play of Clockwork Orange. I want to make a movie, the 21st chapter. So Clockwork Orange, essential, foundation, important. If you don't know it, you better know it. Moving on, number 11, Scum. Again, not a hooligan movie. It's about borstos. For us, a detention center, youth jail. Yeah. So Scum, I saw a long time ago as a younger guy, skinhead and stuff. You know what I mean? Well, nothing to do with the football. I was watching it. I always saw Scum, so Scum is one of the best movies. Who's the daddy? I'm the daddy now! That kind of thing, yeah. So Scum shows, because it's part of the life, being a borstos. They talking about borstal breakout, Sham 69. So going to prison and being in these kind of detention centers, and I heard Colin Blaney talking about borstos and everything like that. So it's important, it's essential. Scum, number 11. Number 12, moving on, St. George's Day. It also has a different name, I forgot the other name, but St. George's Day is a good hooligan movie. It's current, you know. It's cool. It got a lot of the same actors and stuff like that. I like it. It's more of an action movie. I recommend it. St. George's Day, it's all right. Number 13. Here's one that's not exactly a hooligan movie, but it's Nick Love. It's his first movie, and it has lives. They're Millwall boys. It just doesn't go to football. Goodbye, Charlie Brite. It's a little more lighthearted. It's before Football Factory. It's great though. I like it. It gives you so saying it. You gotta be English really to be a hooligan. You speak English, like yeah, you can adopt a lot of the fighting and adopt the clothes, but the nuances of the culture and the slang and everything like that, and it's got some hardcore Cockney type of Millwall slang in that movie. It's funny, I like it. Billy Bright's in it. Goodbye, Charlie Brite. Moving on. Ultras coming in at number 14. It's on Netflix. It's related. They're Ultras. It's from Italy. It's pretty awesome. I like it. Not hooligans exactly, but obviously Ultras is related. Number 14. Again, number 15 coming in. International again. Not exactly, not English hooligans. Okolofutbola. Russian hooligans. Right? Okolofutbola means around football, like what I'm into. So these guys, like the forest fighting, they're not going to a football match. They're going meeting up in the woods somewhere to have a fight. But they're representing football clubs. So it's around football, Okolofutbola. I haven't seen the English version. If you guys can get a link with the English version, I'd like to watch the English version. I've been piecing it together to try to figure out what's going on, but it's not in English. Moving on, getting towards the end, number 16. Here's one I don't see anybody talking about. It's a good one. Rise of the White Collar Hooligan. Watch it, it's good. It's interesting, it's cool. It deserves to be seen. It's in the canon. I don't hear anybody talk about it, but yeah, it's great. I like it. Number 16, Rise of the White Collar Hooligan. Moving on. Not a pure hooligan movie. International again, number 17. From Spain, Madrid, Diario de un Skin, Diary of a Skinhead. And it goes into the Ultrasur, they're Nazis, the followers of Madrid. You know what I mean? So they're and this is about Nazi skinheads, and the police, and they infiltrate. The reporter infiltrates into the Nazi gang of skinheads, but he doesn't know that they're involved with the government and the police. Diario de un Skin. It shows the most insane skinheads of any movie, of any like fake movie of Americans direction. These ones are really vicious. I recommend it highly. Diario de un Skin, Diary of a Skinhead. Number 17. Coming in number 18. It's a joke. Eurotrip. You know what I mean? But Eurotrip shows Americans. It has Vinnie Jones. Rah, come on, you frogs. Rah, rah, rah. You know what I mean? Come on, say it, me. Watch the outtakes of Eurotrip, and Vinnie Jones fucking bantering is funny as hell. So that scene right there shows Americans, because of Manchester United, it shows Americans something about hooliganism, right? So it deserves mention to me. Number 19, Hooligan Factory. It's a comedy taking the piss out of football hooligans. But it's you have to watch it kind of. My friends don't watch it. Most people probably don't give a damn to see it. But for me, somebody studying the culture and everything, and I use some of those as wind-ups. So anyway, Hooligan Factory, whatever. It has a lot of lads in it and stuff like that, but it's taking the piss, so it's not really. I don't highly recommend it. Moving on, and finally, and what people think I'm supposed to be associated with, Green Street Hooligans. I put that as number 20. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's the weakest of all of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's the least movie I will show to somebody to represent hooliganism. And I saw that way later because I didn't really want to watch it. I already knew of these other films, you know what I mean? I didn't really want to watch it because they throw the baggers and this and that, and it gives people a stupid interpretation of and it portrays it like at the end negative. So, respect to the geezer who wrote it and everything like that. I still don't know if he's confirmed or what he actually knows about hooliganism and how he's involved, because you know what I mean, it lists him as a hooligan expert. I'll leave it there. And then all the sequels, I haven't paid attention to them. I'd watch a little bit. So I'll include Green Street Hooligans just because everybody knows what it is. But to me, that's number 20. That's at the bottom of the list. That's all for now. I want to make more videos of these, and I'm talking about making them with the actual films and everything like that. So, and I might change my list. I might add to it. So I just begun. Oi.